Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today's video is sponsored by Cracker Plus, the GAT 15-piece puzzle. So you might be asking, what exactly is this? Well, the GAT is a traditional Korean hat mainly worn by noblemen during the Joseon dynasty. It consists of a crown that covers the head and a wide brim that shades the face. Made primarily from horsehair and bamboo, the GAT is not only served as a practical purpose of blocking sunlight, but has also symbolized social status and dignity. The shape and color of the GAT vary depending on the wearer's rank or occasion, with well-known types including the black GAT, the red GAT, and the white GAT. Today, the GAT often appears in dramas, films, and performances, and is widely recognized around the world as a representative symbol of Korean culture. This product is a papercraft kit that reinterprets the meaning of tradition in a modern way, providing a fun and easy way to experience Korean culture firsthand. Let's take this and see what we've gotten here. So when you open up this, and the link will be in the description from Amazon, when you open this up, you got an awesome puzzle. Whole lot different than Transformers. So here's your book. And inside, you have step-by-step pieces of how to put this together, what to do with it. Look at this. This is awesome. Very easy, very easy. Look at that. And check this out. There's your instruction sheet. Now, those of us that can do Transformers can definitely do this. Again, thank you, Korean Amazon, link in description. Good afternoon, family. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime, and today we've got great news for all of you. I know this is a little early, but I figured we should just go ahead and get it out the way. That way, in case you wanted this, you know to go ahead and get it now. So, a little while back, I did a short on the Nemesis, the original, the Titan class release, giant 24-inch, tallest female Transformer ever. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, her right there, her. Yes, she is being reissued. The news comes from T-Formers, apparently Breakdown, and the Nemesis will be and is up for pre-order right now on Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. And she is going for $239, I believe, which is roughly, I think, what I paid for this anyway when it came out. Is it worth it? Let's go ahead and discuss why she is. One, she does come with these three little planes, which I custom painted into the cone heads, and you get one little Tetrajet, oh boy, and a little regular plane. They do store inside of her arm. She's got ports to connect everything. You can connect her, as you see right here. She's got the little connection bay that you can plug her into, say, Star Optimus or Omega Supreme. I don't know why you would with those two being that they're Autobots, but you can. This is definitely was one of my holy grails that I always wanted ever since the show started. Also, Breakdown, for those of you who still have not completed Menasor yet. Breakdown is also scheduled for, let me make sure I'm telling you the truth. Yeah, reissues, June 2026. June 2026, you can get your hands on these wonderful things. Now, Breakdown should be his normal price. I don't know if they're gonna tack on the extra, but being that if it's not from Walmart, you should be okay. Yeah, but this girl, this is the one that you should be looking for. And even if you don't have the arc, now I will tell you this. Transforming her, let's see, she's 36 steps. And it's not the most fun 36. I'll let you know now, for one, this, over time, the center piece of the plane or ship, when you've played with it a lot, it's hard to tab together. You just take a little hair dryer, blow it on her for about 30 seconds, squeeze it, she'll be fine. But yeah, other than that, and that's not even a complaint, it's just that it is what it is. Her knees do come off and form these very odd looking pistols, but hey, whatever, it's cool and it's fun looking. Yeah, and You do not have to display it just like this. These bottom flaps open up at the bottom, like they just separate like this, so you can sit her down flush, which I find awesome. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you missed out on her, go ahead and pick her up now. I mean, boy, you ain't got that much longer to wait. What, December, January, February, March, April, May? Okay, so 6 months, 6 months from now, you can get this again. Now, I know a lot of you are like, oh, but I saw her in Ross. No, you didn't. You ain't see this at Ross. I'd be mad if you saw this at Ross. And I also would have bought 2 or 3 of them and painted one green, and I would have painted one black with purple outlines to represent the other ships that we saw in the various TV shows. But yeah, I just want to get that out the way for you, ladies and gentlemen, let y'all know that this is definitely coming back in 6 more months along with Breakdown. A lot of y'all went and bought G2 Breakdown because you can get that anywhere. If you don't want to pay the crazy eBay prices for this, I suggest going on your computer and go ahead and hitting that, like Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, and Amazon. They have these two, again, the Nemesis and Breakdown up for pre-order. So, why didn't I make a video last night? I'm gonna tell you why. Because every once in a while, I need a night off to not record. You know what I mean? It was like, I put out video out on Sunday, which I normally don't do. So I went ahead and just took last night off. But let me tell you what we did. We watched Rise of the Beast again, probably for the maybe, and I'm being honest, maybe 30th, 35th time ever. And I gotta say, every time I watch it, I enjoy it a little bit more. Why? Do me a favor. Do me a favor. If you have it, or you have a way to watch it, or if you purchased it on Apple, Amazon Prime, or all three like we did, watch the first 10 minutes. Watch the first 10 minutes. And if you don't feel like watching the rest from that point on, I don't know. I don't get how you can't. We started it, the first 5 minutes started, and it was just so, the way it started with Ape Link being killed and Scourge being launched from Unicron. Anytime you start a movie off with Unicron, I'ma love it regardless. And that was the closest that we got to see of him in a live action movie, minus the last night where he had a horn just sticking up out of the desert. We literally got to see him as a whole. Update on him, he is actually dry. I'm finishing up the last little details of the planet mode. I got some other little ideas. The connections from the rings to the ball just wouldn't hold, so I had to try something else. Hopefully that's working. I did start painting over here purple, but y'all can't see it because it's over there on that wall. But yeah, so we started watching it again, and to me, it just gets better and better. And yes, as you can tell by my shorts, I am a huge fan of hip hop, duh. Again, 94 was the year I graduated. The movie being set in 94 hit a special place with me. It just really did. Like, I remember the Lexuses, I remember the cars, I remember the chewing sticks that, everybody had then. The soundtrack to the movie, mind-blowing. Especially if you're a Wu-Tang, Nas fan, whatever, it just fit. It was New York in 94. I grew up in Maryland, so it was a 3-hour drive to New York, but who doesn't want to hang out in New York when you have your license in that, in those times? And sometimes it would be like, me and my buddies get together on a Friday night, drive to New York for the weekend, and come back home the next day or whatever, just to say we did. But what you saw in that movie was exactly how it was. Exactly how it was. And so, watching like the hood aspect of it mixed with the music on top of the action, did it draw on a little too long in some parts? Kinda. But for the most part, I thought it was great. And I loved it when I first saw it, obviously, because it was a Transformers movie. But watching it for the 35th time and then walking in here and seeing the toys and looking at Scourge and Battletrap and Cheetor. And now, yes, I know Wheeljack should not have been Wheeljack. I know. But he was, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? We all nicknamed him Pablo, so whatever. But yeah, later on this evening, we're going to look at the Transformers Bible that was released a couple days ago. Some very interesting things in there that I did not know, like the fact that Jazz is a Quintesson. I'll explain later. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, again, the whole point of the video was to explain to you and tell you that if you want the Titan, Decepticon Nemesis, and Breakdown from Legacy, the pre-orders are up. You can pre-order them right now. They will arrive to you in June 2026. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. I will see you again this evening.